Just hold on, man. I'm Alex Los Angeles, and straight to the point, guys. So last year, well, shit, no, not last year, 2013. Damn, it's been that long. I did a show, I did pretty good in it. Got 6th place, first show out of 18 guys, and I'm competing again in April. So let me take you guys through a couple things, a couple mistakes that I made in 2013. A couple things that could have, probably, should have, could have, would have won that show for me, and that's what I'm going to fix and show you guys so you can learn as well. Mistakes that I did in 2013. Dang, 2013, I thought we were in 2014 right now. Shit, man, I've been sleeping under a rock. So this is my first show. This is the first show that I ever did in August, right? So take a look at my posing, man. If you notice when I'm standing, I'm slouching. My hands are like in a weird position. My fingers are just hanging, and when I turn, I'm not even, it's not a transition. It's more like I'm just turning like a regular person. So that's something that really I had to improve on, and I went in there, just basically, bringing the packages that I had with the posing that I had, which was not really good and impressive at all. Even though I still did pretty good, and considering that I was dieting like a regular person, because if you guys remember what I was eating, it was very flexible dieting, extremely flexible dieting. Macros were like 3,000 calories, 200 grams of protein, 350 grams of carbs, and like 60 grams of fat, something like that. And I made it work, and I'm gonna just fix a couple of things up, and let me show you my posing real quick. My current posing that would have, probably won me the show that day with the same conditioning for sure. Just the fact of the posing it just makes a huge difference. Alright, so from just looking at that video, guys, something I could have done was, of course, improve my posing. Maybe they would have held me in the middle, and I probably could have gotten top 3. That would have helped a lot. Another thing, I had my carbs at 350 the whole time because I wanted to be happy, and I was happy the whole time when I was cutting, and I still was able to get pretty damn lean. The only thing that I should have done with the carbs was 3 weeks or 2 weeks, lower them down to like about 150. That way I get a little bit drier and lose the water weight that I was holding. Would have been leaner. Definitely would have looked a lot better on stage, even though I looked pretty good for the amount of calories that I was eating, which was really, really high. A lot of people were shocked when I told them how much I was eating. And what else? And drink more water. I was barely drinking in water a gallon. So if I was to, let's say, increase it to 2 gallons the last 3 weeks remaining, more water. Water is a diuretic, which means is the more water you drink, the more water your body pushes out, and the more water your muscles hold, which is going to be a good thing. So that's something I would have changed if I was to go back to that date. Lower my carbs for the maybe 2-3 weeks, lower them down a little bit, and drink more water, 2 gallons, and no diet pills, no diuretics like that. Keeping it healthy is not necessary. Something a lot of if it fits your macros, athletes have proven, and a lot of them have gone pro. Simple, effective, and that's what I'm gonna do for this show. Alright guys, so here's a clip of the meals that I was eating back in 2013, which it went from, just protein shakes, 4 or 5 scoops a day, or is it peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, the Skippy kind, which was not even healthy, with jelly, what else, bananas, orange juice, oatmeal with whole milk. I really took it to the extreme with my if it fits your macros. It worked. It definitely worked because I was able to do a show and do pretty decent at it. But there's a lot of things that I could have changed. I also put my macros up on the screen so you guys can check it out, and you can watch the whole video with the link that I put in the screen if you want to see that video of me explaining the things that I was eating. And for cardio, I was doing 45 minutes of jump roping. Not straight, guys. A lot of people always get confused with that. You did 45 minutes straight? No, with rest in between. You jump rope for as long as you can, take a rest, do it again for 45 minutes. What else, guys? That's basically what I was eating. You know, I was eating and rice and beans, of course, with the chicken that my mom used to cook, you know, for dinner. That's what that was my meals. You know, it got me lean, but you know, if I was to eat a little bit healthier, more whole foods, I would definitely seen better results. But I was comfortable at the time, and I was really trying out how far can you take if it fits your macros, and that's how far I took it. But for this time, guys, I'm preparing, you know, my meats in advance. A lot of chicken breasts, usually a pound a day, 16 ounces cooked every single day. And I'll show you guys how I cook it and how I prepare it. That way you guys could check it out. You know, something I recommend, guys, is doing preparing it. Don't heat it on a microwave. Heat it on a pan if you're gonna reheat it. That way you could get your rice nice and crunchy. Add some ketchup in it, and it gives it a lot more flavor. That way you don't just eat dry chicken. Tastes very, very good when you do it that way. Nice and crispy taste. You will enjoy the shit out of it. I guarantee it. It tastes really nice. Really, really nice. So I got about 2.5 pounds in there. You could just put it in a pot. Seal it. Let it boil. Put the heat pretty low. And that's the way you can cook a lot of chicken if you don't want to use the oven. And if you're wondering, I did not add any water, guys. All you gotta do, like I said, is put the fire low, let it cook, and the chicken itself is gonna throw out the water that's holding, and it will boil on its own. For seasoning, try Mustache, Flavor of Gods. I like to use adobo, even though it's high in sodium. I just drink a lot of water to take it out of my body. So right now, just had everything that I drink for my pre-workout, which is my BCAAs, my glutamine, my vitamins, and you know, just protein. No carbs at all. You know, I feel much better when I have no carbs. Digests a lot faster, and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. If it doesn't make you feel good, just don't do it that way. Do it whichever way you want. If carbs work for you, go that way.
I didn't post anything yet, that's why.
So that's it for the video, guys. You know, what I'm about, guys, is basically dieting down, but without torturing yourself. You know, a lot of guys will cut out carbs completely out their diet just to get lean. If you take it to that extreme, guys, you're doing something very wrong. As simple as that. You know, if that's the only way you know how to diet, fine. But, you know, I like to find different ways to diet with keeping your carbs in there. You know, a lot of people say, oh, white rice is bad for you. No, white rice is not bad for you. It's healthy for you. It has essential vitamins and minerals in it for you to keep you healthy. And if you can't cut with white rice, you know, on a daily, you're simply doing something wrong. You know, science has proven that, guys. If you have to completely take out carbs, you know, you have to find a different way. The whole point, guys, is finding a diet you can follow long term and see the results that you want to see. If you have to, you know, suffer a couple months, you got to change it, man, because you're not going to keep up that up for, you know, for months, and every time you have to cut, you have to, you know, take yourself to an unhealthy extreme just to get lean. So basically, guys, if you need help with that, you know, you need a meal plan, email me, contact me, or just keep watching my videos, guys, because I'm always posting out free tips as well, like this video, for example. You know, just subscribe, comment below, guys, share the video, and of course, hold on to the channel. Talk to you guys next time.